At the beginning of this year, I made a video where I shared my best portraits of 2018. I was happy with the progress I made in 2018. Finally, I wasn't so overwhelmed by proper settings that I could concentrate on the lighting and the mood that I wanted to give the viewer. Up until very recently, I was renting some very costly studios on a per hour basis for the photo sessions, so I wasn't able to shoot anywhere near as much as I wanted to. But then I recently acquired a small space, which I did make a video about, that I was able to use to practice my portrait skills. Sure, it was nothing special, but it was space, space I could use, and I've been using it, practicing, making mistakes, but learning. And I like to think I was improving, not just the technical aspects of the camera settings and lighting and all that, but also just communicating with the models as well as posing them, that sort of thing. Based on what I saw in my mind and what I wanted the pictures to end up looking like. I still rented space here and there and when I wanted to give something extra for the photos, of course, but I was making the best of the humble space I had, and I was happy. But happiness wouldn't last too long. My excitement for my own work was dying. And I don't mean the passion for photography. I mean my photography, my portraits were boring me, and not only were they boring me, but I began to doubt my own post-processing choices. As I dug these photos out from my hard drive, I was tempted to re-edit them for this video. But I'm posting the photos exactly as I edited them originally. I'm okay with some of them, and others I'm not sure what the hell I was thinking, honestly. But what I'm thinking now is that I need something new, something different. And so I started looking on social media, Instagram and photography forums, that sort of thing, and I compared my photos to others. It seems like everyone is posting these bright, vibrant photos with prisms and neon lights and all that kind of thing. And then I look at my own photos and I wonder, what was my style? What was my look? I mean, did I really have one? Maybe I needed something brighter, more colorful. I'm not sure. Maybe I needed a variety of looks and styles. I thought I needed to become more versatile. I hadn't done it intentionally, but I began to see that my photos all had a similar look and feel to them. I don't know what you call it exactly, but I can see it. And I felt it become pretty just repetitive and boring. Yeah, I just thought I needed to change things up, right? At least that's what I thought. The first thing I thought was I needed to step away from my little humble space and rent a studio for some inspiration. I needed color and just vibrancy and, just no more of my moody, shadowy kind of photos that I normally tend to do. I was going to do bright, cheery, and vibrant, something I don't know a lot about, but I was gonna dig deep, and I was gonna do. That's what I was gonna do. I didn't want just photos of beautiful people, right? I wanted the photograph to speak as a whole. I didn't want the first thing, or at least not the only thing, to come to someone's mind to be the beauty of the model. And that's what I felt like was happening lately. When I first started doing these photo shoots, they came from somewhere, and lately it just seems like they were heading in a different direction. So, sunflowers. I'd seen plenty of sunflowers on Instagram, right? So, sunflowers is what I did. I also got some fake flowers to add to the real, to the real flowers, and I was on my way. This was going to be it. The new beginning, of a new me, new colorful, bright photographs. I know why my pictures take the direction they do. First, let me make this clear. Photos I refer to are those from my personal projects, not paid photo shoots. I consider my photos art because they are my projects, and whether they're good art or bad art, that's a whole different conversation. What I've shown you here is not paid work. These are, again, my personal projects that I put together, from the background to the what they're wearing, or that sort of thing. My personal project started off in some way as a reflection of what goes on in my head, an expression of my feelings, I guess, in some way, I suppose. But things can get pretty chaotic, so what the message isn't always clear even to myself. So focus has been an issue, I admit that, and perhaps that's why my photos have kind of strayed or not gone in the direction that I wanted them to. I just found that as I became better at the technical aspects of taking photos, I began to step away from what I had in my mind and more towards what I thought people wanted to see. So sure, adding some flowers and some color helped make something different, but it was only different than what I normally did. I mean, the pictures are fine, but this wasn't it. This didn't come from me. The space didn't matter. The flowers didn't really matter. I told a story I thought people wanted to see, like the ones that get all the likes on Instagram, and all the nice comments and all that kind of thing. They're still not mine. They aren't the story I want to tell. And again, I'm not even sure what that is, but I know I'm just not happy with what I'm seeing. In an effort to help me create what I want to create, I've been looking for various kind of sources of inspiration or motivation from different locations, different thoughts and ideas, and just even items. I've been, as I've been around whatever, I've started to stop at thrift shops and vintage stores and that kind of thing, and so I've just picked up a few things that spoke to me that I think will help me say what I want to say in my photographs. I'm looking to grow and evolve, honestly, not only as a photographer but as an artist as well, because as just taking photographs, if somebody comes to me, they want some nice portraits, I've become pretty confident in what I can do. But when it comes to my personal projects, I've lost quite a bit of confidence in myself, to be honest. I have no interest in neon signs or prisms. There are no CDs reflecting weird patterns. I really don't. That's great for other people, but it's just not what I'm not looking to jump on any bandwagons just because it's going to get me 1,000 or 1,000,000 likes or whatever. I accept that what I see in my mind doesn't appeal to the masses, and I'm okay with that, I guess. Anyways, the search continues, and I hope that the next time you hear from me, as far as this is concerned, I will have something better to show. Thanks for listening to my little story here, and I'll see you guys next time.